Okay. Seems to work. So I got my dual streaming setup working properly now. Freaking, I don't know what happened. At some point it like stopped. It was really weird. So where do I now change my VOD settings? I think I did. No, I did change my VOD settings. Yeah, all good. Weird though. So I should be able to just I should just be able to kill this browser. Have the music going. And then yeah, I guess we'll monitor YouTube chat, hey? Let's go through here. Of course Charlie bloody reacted to Freddy W. That's super funny. It's funny. Cool. Seems to work. So that's going. Let's now pop this out. Burp. And pop out chat. Can I close that now? Yeah, I can. Sick. We're just going to assume that that's just working fine. That's pretty much what we're going to do. Can I? Yeah, let's squish this in a little bit. Cool. Alright, that's like mostly working all the ways that I intended. Alright, it's going to be a short stream this morning. We've got a meeting at 11. Oh. My back, dude. Oh yeah, what about this? Like just put the heater near my feet. That'll do. What was the temp? Like, what's the temp this morning? Seven degrees again. Ridiculous. God, I slept like shit too. Slept so bad. Woke up all sore. So I've been having some interesting chats with Claude actually, thinking of some cool like next steps, which I'm quite happy about. We got some cool ideas for the like kind of transitioning into real-time multiplayer. Because it's probably possible. It's just not like not a focus, even though like most people will immediately be like, yeah, cool, multiplayer, and then yeah. So we're still struggling with this login system to start with, but like what is the real struggle here? Because let's look it up first before we get Claude to kind of undo stuff. Let's have like a proper look. Because I've got my head around it for the most part. But not fully. Oh my god. Need a coffee or something. So main panel to hide on success is the login panel. So we've done that. Login panel. So let's look up login panel. Because it sounded like it wasn't passing over the success. Panel. Login panel. Update UI. Login panel is not null. Set active. Guess that panel is not. Is signed in when not signed in. Is signed in. Do that. Okay. Set loading state. Is loading. Show message. It felt like it wasn't. Hide login interface. Perfect. I found your sheet. I can see the current login in the project knowledge is the old version. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not. Alright. Well, let's do that just because Claude's been a real bitch about that lately. Login UI. LLL. Login UI. Let's kill that. And we'll put it back in. It's been like, yeah, kind of annoying. Claude's like, oh, you haven't updated the thing in the project. It's like, well, no. Might give him some like overarching instructions. Like, if we're working on a script, don't assume I haven't updated it yet. VR keyboard manager, we're not doing that. Visual feedback. Oh, interesting. I haven't done that. We've got login UI, Firebase Auth Manager. I guess we're working on that script. Let's update that one. Fire. These are not in order. Oh no, they're in reverse order. That's what's going on. Firebase Auth Manager. Okay. They're in reverse alphabetical. Firebase Auth Manager, yes. Alright, I think those are the scripts we were working on. Because we've got our success, login success panel, I guess. Is that even in here yet? Login success panel. There we go. Login panel. Login success panel. Login UI, Firebase Auth. I think those are the only ones that we're working on right now. Okay. Let's correct him. Okay, I've updated the scripts in the project. So that we can debug. I'd actually like to just work on. I'd actually like to cut out the animation section for now, as it's adding Unneeded complexity. Let's do it. Let's fix it. Let's make it not shit. Sweet. Perfect. Let's simplify this. I'll cut out the animation complexity. Whoa, that's cold air coming from somewhere. It's annoying. Realistically, that heater's not doing much. Alright, removes all animation complexity. So login UI without animations. Cool. Copy. Login script. Alright. Did you screw anything up this time? Alright. Login UI. No coroutines, no canvas group alpha animations, no animator components needed, no animation clips or state machines. Hides login panel, show success. Two-step options. Option 1, use panels recommended. Put success UI, welcome message. Pullback. Debugging built in. Okay, let's have a look. That's gonna like recompile. Oh, I can do this. Comfortable? Probably not. Ugh. Okay. Do the Alright, that'll do. Yeah. Okay. So the bullshit's gone, right? Everything's still assigned. I guess did we just test it now? And see what it does? I think so. Oh. Okay, so we've got the login system. We click on the thing, the keyboard comes up. We can type in the keyboard. But realistically, we can just type. We can't use tab. We can show the password. Oh, that doesn't work anymore. Okay, that doesn't work. So we broke that somehow. Let's look at the console. Login success. Do it again. So we click login. There's signing in. Debug, email, user. Okay. So we've got login success. Can I just keep clicking login? No. Okay. So it doesn't turn any of that stuff on now. So I think there's still a flaw in the logic. Go from there. So we've got that. Let's go with this was. Here's the console. It still isn't hiding the login when success. Excellent. Now I can see the on-user sign-in event is firing. The issue is that the script is calling on-user sign-in, but then it's not continuing to hide the show success. Hide login show success method. Looking at your log, I see the event fires, but I don't see any debug logs from the hide login show success method. This suggests there might be an error happening, stopping the execution. Let's add some more debugging. Also add error handling. Now try logging in again. Let's give me the whole script, does it? Now try logging in again. Let me know what debug messages you see. Let's save. Yep, that's why we're saving. Ba-bow. Day is it today? Thursday. Okay. Is logged in true. I think this is better debugging. Oh, here we go. Active. What is this? Okay. Let's put all of this in. That way Claude can determine what's going on. Here's the console. Wait, let me just see what happens if I try to log in again. Because that was like sort of the automatic login. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. So click the login button. Okay, let's start again though. God, these emojis, dude. It's putting in a lot of debugging. Okay. Okay. Oh, did I? No. Oh my god. Issue is a threading problem. Firebase callbacks happen on a background thread, but Unity UI can only be updated on the main thread. This is why you're getting an error. Solution is to use Unity main thread dispatcher or Unity's dispatcher invoke to move the UI updates back to the main thread. Jesus, okay. Wait, Unity doesn't have a main thread dispatcher by default. Use a simpler approach with a coroutine. Okay. Firebase authentication succeeds. Background thread. Wait. Oh, we're still running. Don't want that. Yeah. Let's have a look. On user signed in gets called background thread. We start a coroutine to handle the UI updates, main thread. UI gets updated successfully without threading errors. Login panel should hide properly. Try logging in again. Okay. About to call. Hide log. This is a common issue when working with Firebase and Unity. The threading fix should solve it completely. Okay. So we're getting login success. Yeah, look at this car. Boop. There's some really weird shit going on. Login button clicked. Auth not set. Success. Okay. Let's go with login button clicked. I got this and still isn't hiding the UI. Let's do something more simple and have a play game button appear when you have when the login button is clicked. And so what have we got? We've got login success. On user sign in called when the on user sign in is called and log in is successful. Good idea. Let's keep it super simple. Instead of trying to hide panels, just make a play button appear when the login succeeds. What are we doing? Oh, okay, shit. Firebase auth. Yeah, that must have been what it was. Some like script thing. What? Oh, is it just an error? Claude making mistakes? No. Okay. So let's login UI version 11. Copy, okay. No, I did it again. What's this status text shit? You fucked it again? Oh, fuck. That's not what I want at all. Simple approach. Let's find out. For login. After successful login, play game button appears. Status shows welcome back. You can start your main game app. Alright. That's probably gonna break, right? And then we've got play game button. Play game button. Oh, worked. Okay. Login success. This is so freaking annoying. User email. Because it still says signing in. Undestroy. What calls login success here? That's Firebase auth. User logged in. Login button clicked, which is login UI. Everything else is Firebase. Maybe we need to modify Firebase auth manager to let the let login UI know that we are logged in successfully. You're absolutely right. Looking back at the logs, I can see that Firebase is signing in successfully, but the on-user sign-in event in login UI is never getting the coroutine logs. Now on the main thread, is that likely that your Firebase auth manager isn't invoking on-user sign-in event properly? Let me check what we need to add. Perfect, I can see the issue now. Looking at the project knowledge, you can see that there are two places where the event gets triggered. On the sign-in method, this one is working, and on the auth state change method, this one is also working. But I noticed something interesting. Looking at your logs, you see but it's not, right? Aren't these from... That's from login UI. Oh, it is from login UI. Never starts. Let me find a more direct test. Now try logging again. This will tell us if the thread issue is preventing any UI updates. Okay. I might just try fixing the actual issue in a bit, and then we'll come back. Oh. Oh, my edge is broken. Update failed. Starting coroutine as backup. Oh, no. Enter your credentials. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, did it again. Login, sign in, set. Login success. So it knows. Hello, good morning. Login success. Direct UI update. I've fiddled around with some audio settings and stuff, so it should be better today. I didn't realize that my balance was so off. Start coroutine. And didn't do anything. Still no. 6 p.m. morning. Wow, it's 7 a.m. here. Still no UI change after logging in. Now it's like I've got some freaking threading issue here. Perfect, now I can see clearly the threading problem is confirmed. Firebase calls back run on the background threads, but Unity UI only works on the main thread. Problem is that start coroutine also can't be called from background thread. That's why coroutine never runs. We need to fix this in the Firebase auth manager instead. Let's modify it to invoke the event on the main thread. Okay. Actually, let me give you a simpler approach. Let's use Unity built-in thread dispatcher pattern. Is that a simpler approach? Ugh. I really feel like there's a better way to do this. Go login UI. Because I'm getting... What is it? Setting initial state. On play game clicked. Because I was getting signed out successfully. Welcome back. Debug.log. So my last, I'm getting user email. So login success, user email, attempting UI update. So we've got user email Pedal Rebel. So where's that? User email. Yeah, so on user signed in. Login success, here's a user email. Can't we then just go... Can't we just do this? Well, I guess that is what it's doing. Let's try direct test without coroutine. On user... Oh, so this is the thing that it's saying. This is getting called... The start coroutine? No. Start coroutine show play button on main thread. Is this okay? I feel like we should just be able to do this. But it probably doesn't work like that. Is it like just... Does it take a minute? What's the go here? Signing in. Success. Yeah, like, surely we should be able to, like, set a timer or something to check. But, whatever. I'll follow this track and see what the go is. I might learn something accidentally. So what am I doing? Firebase Auth Manager. Firebase Auth Manager, public void sign in. Public void sign in, string email password, okay. Is that boy? Place the sign in method, yep. Oh, yep. So we're doing both of these. Alright, save, I guess. Main thread object. Updating that. We gotta get the... What? We gotta do this. Copy main thread dispatcher. Okay. Do I gotta make this a... Really? Main thread dispatcher. Really feel like we're just chasing our tails. Is that not what I was... whatever. Edit script. Main thread dispatcher. What have we done wrong here? Red planet. Success case. Alright. Sign in method. What? Why have you updated that twice? Public void sign in. Success case. Alright, so it's the same. Did we fix it? Still broken. No, maybe we fixed it. So we've done that. And then we've got login UI. Let's copy that bad boy over. And he keeps putting this bloody extra brace in there. The new script. Create a new script called with the code from the first artifact. Update your Firebase Auth Manager sign-in method with the code from the second artifact. Make sure you have a button assigned to the play game button in the login UI. What is this fixes? Main thread dispatcher runs in Unity's main thread and processes a queue of actions. And Firebase events happen on a background thread. They get queued up and executed safely on the main thread during the next update call. Okay. Again, this is a lot. Good thing this is a menu. And like nothing much is going on. Okay. Go to Rebel VR. So we logged in. Welcome back. Okay, so that's actually working now. And that logged in automatically. Which means we can now go... And we can go... We can log in. Signing in. Welcome. Play game is visible, and we can hit play game. Sweet. I like that. That's working. Okay, awesome. That looks like it works. Let's now add so where's the play now being sent? I didn't look at the console, did I? On sign in event completed on the main thread. Is logged in as true. Character Unicode value. And that's just a font thing. Okay, that's fine. Character play button clicked. Proceed to main app. Okay. On user sign in event completed on main thread. So we just want that now, don't we? Main thread. Okay, cool. So we're here. Auth result. Main thread dispatcher execute debug log. On user signed in invoke new user. Main thread dispatcher. Awake update actions execute action null actions. Add component. Okay. It's just doing stuff. It doesn't know what it's doing, it's just doing it. Okay. It's not being used anymore? Unused, okay. Login button shown. On user signed in. Is that right? On user sign in event completed on main thread. So we know it's been completed. Updating UI on main thread. Let's go main thread. Now on main thread, updating UI. Does that come up? Success state. That login is true. Login is true. Firebase Auth Manager. Oh, so it's in Firebase. Firebase. Okay. On user sign in event completed. Invoke new user. On user signed in, invoke new user. So we're passing through the new user and then we're invoking on user signed in. So then we go to on user signed in. Okay, cool. So we're now, if it's not null, show the button. And we're seeing is logged in, player, it's logged in, play button clicked, continue button clicked, proceed to main app. We're not actually seeing the right logs here. So that's play game button clicked. On sign in completed in main thread. If that's the only place where it's like play button display, then welcome status text updated. Is this me? Is like they're not all showing up? But they should start at the start, right? Signed in successfully. Login success. Updating UI on main thread. Updating UI on main thread. Update UI update failed. Get is active enabled. Can only be called from the main thread. Not in arcade scene. Login setup complete. Webstat start called. Login success. One user signed in called. It's happening twice. User email. Updating on main thread. Status text updated. Play button game button shown. Okay. So we're getting one error still, which is this one. Okay, that looks like it's working now, but also are we triggering everything twice now? Let's do that. If I give it all of this stuff, it might like then go, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we're doing it twice. Let's fix that. And then it will fix the error or whatever. We're getting that main error now. And then test text status updated. Play button shown. I'm not sure if it needs all this information. The rest isn't doubled up, is it? Firebase signed in, logged in set. Logged in as Pedal Rebel. Set player name Pedal Rebel. Login state is true. Yeah, it is all triggering twice still. Is logged in as true. User login button clicked. Login success. Jeez, that is a lot of tokens in. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's triggering twice. Looking at the stack traces, I can see. First call from on auth state change. Firebase's built-in state change detection. Second call from your manual sign-in method. There are still threading issues with one of the calls. Let's fix this by removing the duplicate event firing. Firebase auth. Yep. Replace your sign-in method with this. Cool. Alright. Well, that's progress. If we get that working, then I'll just clean it up a little bit. Yep. So we fix this guy. Sign-in string. We fix the sign-in like this one. On all state changed. Where's that? Yep, on all state changed. Is this one? Make sure method uses the main. Okay, yep. Okay, so if that uses the dispatcher, then we know we're all good, I guess. And then login UI, we're changing that bad boy over. And this bloody curly brace is still there. Okay, the duplicate event problem we fixed. Handle success failure, no event time firing. Only the auth state change fires on the user sign-in event. Both use the main thread. Login UI as duplicate prevention. Conflicted results. No more double. Okay, let's find out. If we can do that though, we can clean this up. Make it a bit more user-friendly. Is it just me or is it not crashing every time now? There we go. Okay. Oh, it's gonna work first try now. Welcome. Alright, so what did it do? Successful. What's in there? User signed in successfully. Invoking all state change. Login success. User email on main thread. Play game button shown. Success state complete. Set player. Play name. Firebase. Players logged in. On user sign in was completed. Profile loaded. Okay, cool. Looks like it's done all of the things correctly. We got our big old tick and everything. Let's try again. So we got Pedal Rebel VR. Well, let's go Toastface. That way I don't get confused. Alright, so then we go log in. Bam. Signing in. Face to face. Sign in task completed. Okay. Resetting scroll position. Alright. Profile loaded. Login button clicked. User signed in successfully as Toastface Games. Okay. Now, is this my fault or not? Okay. So when we've got our success state, can we turn the buttons off? Okay. Sign success state complete. Play button should be visible. So let's get that. Play button is not null. Make it visible. Now let's hide the login button. Login button is not null. Set active to false. Blast. False. Login button. We've got play game button. Play game button is active, true. Log out button is not null. Log out button set active to true. Now we've got the login button is not null. Login button set active to false. Log in login button hidden. Let's do that. So we'll hide the login button so you can't click it twice in a row. So that because it won't do all the things apparently, I guess. So then you'd have to log out first and then log in. So hide the login button is probably the first priority. And then we can try hiding everything else. Let's give that a go. Alright, we're logged in. Toastspace Games. And the login button is still there. Let's try Pedal Rebel. Signing in. On auth state change. Okay. Okay. Because I still think that's happening on the background thread or whatever. Because it goes through the whole process. Status text change, play now button shown. Where's the... So play button is shown here. But it's not hiding everything else. Logout button is not null. Show the logout button. If login button, this is called login button, right? Yeah, login button. Oh, it's capital, is it? D? No, F. Log in. Login button. Login success. Login button. On login. It's called the login button, logout button, yeah. Oh, here we go. Have I got the object name wrong? Login button is not equal null. Login button. Really? Okay, so it's still used in the local call for that. Login button game object set to false. Login button hidden. It didn't do that, did it? Login button, logout button shown. Profile loaded. Login button clicked. It never said log out button hidden. Status text updated. Play game button shown. Logout button shown. Let's turn that off. Oh god. Oh, like nearly had a sneeze and then just... Okay, so that all appeared after a second. So it takes a sec. So yeah, welcome Pedal Rebel VR, welcome back. Log in, and then it opens up the rest of the stuff. Okay. But for some reason it's not hiding the login button. The active to false. Why? Log in button. What it's assigned to, right? Login button. Public button, login button. Log out button. Login panel. Is something else setting it? Add listener login button dot on click on login clicked. Okay, add listener on login clicked. On login clicked. Yep. Login button clicked. Please enter email or password. Signing in. Let's also try and hide the button here too. Log out button. Play game button. Is already signed in equals true. If is already signed in, skipping duplicate UI update. And set it to true. This should all work now because we're on the main thread. Login success. Yeah, let's take that logout button. Oh, am I just in the wrong one? Here we go. That's a different thread. Oh, okay, here's where I want to put it. Logout button equals no. Logout button shown. Success state complete. Let's do that. So now hide the login button here. Let's try it. Because ideally, I kind of want the button just to hide itself, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. So we're logged in automatically, and we can just play the game. And then we want to log out. Yeah. Cool. I like that. We're logged in automatically at the start. So can I just use this state to do all of that shit? So we've turned the login button off. So I can just add a bunch of shit to this, right? If I do this manually. So we've got public button login. We now want like a bunch of shit. So if we do... can I just do public game object? Yeah, public game object. Public game object. Oh yeah, I've already got that. Public game object. Optional. Login panel. Yeah. So we've got login panel. So everything that's in the login panel now can be turned on, turned off. So let's do that. And let's do that where I just had it on click logged in, blah blah blah, hide login button. Login button is not null, set false. Okay, cool. So now let's change that to login panel. The login panel is not null. Login panel set active to false. Login panel hidden. So that should hide the whole panel now. Okay. So we log in, start the game, we log in automatically. Welcome back. Play game, log out. Perfect. This is what we want. So now we can start playing with having the Euler. I guess we can just put it behind the Euler, right? So if we turn that on, Burp. Cool. So Euler can just go ahead of all of this stuff. Login success, canvas group, all that shit. So Euler just goes here, I guess. So Euler's there. Everything else is behind the Euler, so we don't see it. We can make a smaller show password button, that's fine. Warp. That's like totally fine for now. Super minor issue, but there we go. So now we've got the accept button we have to click first. Save. Oh. Okay. So we start. Game starts. Shit disappears. Alright, you have to accept the Euler. Accept, and now we've got our login screen, play game, log out, all that shit. Cool. Welcome back. Okay, so let's turn all that shit back on. We got login button on. Keyboard, help panel, log out button. Log out button on. Play button. Play button on. Okay, so now let's arrange this a little bit better. Because the idea will be you can log in, log out, play now. So if we put all that on the sort of main menu, maybe. It's just the easiest way to do this. Turn that off. Actually, let's turn the Euler back on. Let's just move all of this shit. We've got login. Login panel. Let's move it up. So that it's hidden. And then let's make it all a little bit smaller. We're going to take our login button, move it over. Whoa! What a song. Yeah, it's good. Looks like we were having like a threading issue with the Firebase auth system that we were putting in. That was sort of the main issue, was that it just wasn't firing, and we just kept trying to fix bits of it, and it just wasn't firing. We've got that working now. I'm just trying to make the like UI logic work without it being like super convoluted. Pretty much what I'm doing. Because we just started getting into levels of complexity that was just a bit frustrating. And the play button is still down here. It needs to go before the Euler. And then this needs to hide somewhere. You can't see it. But pretty much Euler has to come up first. The player has to accept it. It does log you in automatically now if you've already logged in, which is awesome. But we just don't want it to log people in before they've actually played or before they've accepted the Euler. So we're going to do that, and then we're just going to rearrange the menu to look pretty and have your profile and stuff already like set up. And then have the logout button ready for when if you want to change accounts or something like that. Play button. And then we should have our like welcome text. But initially Claude was like trying to make me do this with like this crazy animation system, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. Because it takes way too long to set up, and I didn't know how to do it at all. And then we've got a little tick that's kind of annoying too. But now we can sort of start at least arranging it in a way that's not going to look like arse. But yeah, we want it to at least be user-friendly to start with. And then I can make it look pretty and check the sizing of things and not make it look like a toddler did it. But just trying to hide it all behind the freaking Euler at the minute. I can make these buttons a bit smaller. But yeah, it's coming along. Like, we've got the login working. And then once we've got the login properly happening, then we can get the actual profile working. That'll be really sweet. And then once the profile's happening, that means we can have actual accounts and all your data and everything will get saved. Yeah, and then I just got to check that it's solid, check how it works in Quest, because there might be some weird Quest issues or something. But once that's working, like, I can pretty much drop a new build and have that like live so people can log in and track their runs. So we've got that. And then if the Euler and the accept button go away, it looks like this, which is a little bit shitty. Play button. Let's make him a bit smaller. But so long as the like visual logic works, I'm happy for now. Doesn't have to be the prettiest thing in the world. Just to sort of work and make sense the first time you try it. And then it should be right. But then sort of the idea, hopefully, is that, yeah, so you click on the Euler, and I will, yep, it'll crash. I will tuck the Euler away more once people have sort of made an account, I think. I feel like, yeah, you click it once, you make an account, and then it's like, okay, cool. Well, yeah, your account is consent that you've accepted the EULA. But just for this alpha, I just want the EULA every time. So it should be EULA. We shouldn't see any of the login stuff because it's behind. But it's logging in automatically in the background, like that. Then we click accept. Then we've got our play game and log out buttons. So we click play now, and then the menu comes up. Sick. I like it. We could do... Alright, so I like it. I do. Let's make it a little prettier. So once all that's done, we were sort of seeing that it was welcome text, play game, and log out. So the login button... See, the login button and the logout button should never be on the screen at the same time. And we do have this panel, login success panel, where everything is. So should I just move my entire menu to the login success panel and just do that? That works, right? If I just move everything to here and we turn the login success panel on. Login panel set to false. And then we just do the same, right? Then we do login success panel. Yo, what's up? Bread monsters. Don't toast me. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a really apt name. Login success panel. Have you seen my toaster face plushie? So we're doing login success panel. No? So my mum made me a toaster face plushie. Wait, have a look at this. My mum's very clever. She got a Rugrats panel, a Rugrats pattern off of the internet, and she's made a straight up like toaster face. It's super super cute. It's got wire in it and everything. So it's actually Chucky from Rugrats, and then she's modified it. And she's put wire in it so it actually sits, but the head is like really heavy, so it like kind of twists around a bit and like can't really support its own head. And the toast actually comes out. It's super cute. Issue being though, there's no eyes. Super, super cute. Super fun. Oh, it's amazing. So we had that at my booth. Yeah, it's cursed without the eyes. So bad. Super cursed. Yeah. So funny. Yeah, so we got that. We had that at our booth. And I was like, oh, like she originally made it with like she just ran out of wool, so she had like a reddish brown shirt, and I was like, oh, it'd be really good with blue, because like that's sort of like the branding and the orange and blue, whatever. So I like got her to like do some like I sent her like the colors of the wool and everything. She did that, and then she's like, oh yeah, by the way, oh you're right. She's like, literally have to remove the head in order to change the t-shirt. It's super funny. Login success panel. That's all right? What's it called up here? Is it just lowercase? Oh, it's just called success panel. Okay. I have to change it. Just call it to success panel. Success panel. If success panel is not null, success panel set active to true. Right? And then we just turn everything on. Or is that already happening? Play button, not null. Login button, success panel. So is already signed in. Don't duplicate. Is already signed in, true. Oh, I see. So that's if the... yeah. There's a lot of really good tutorials on YouTube. I'd say YouTube's still probably one of the best resources to learn Unity. And then Claude, I would say, is the next best resource, right? Yeah, it really depends on... It's hard to sort of... Yeah. We're in this weird fugue state at the minute where we just don't know how quickly this AI stuff is going to completely take over. I'd say I'm threading the needle at the minute, right? Like, there's software out there like Cursor and Windsurf and things like that that would like, it would literally just do everything for me, right? I would type in a prompt and I would tell it to do stuff and then see how it's got all these scripts. Windsurf and Cursor would literally update the scripts on my hard drive for me live, and I would just click go on Unity and that would just happen, right? I still don't think that's the best way forward, because you're not learning anything, and you don't have control. What I'm doing is I've got a little bit of a buffer layer, and I'm putting the code in myself. I'm validating it inside of VS Code. I'm checking for any errors. Then I'm checking for errors inside Unity, right? But I'm asking for things, and I'm seeing what scripts it's suggesting to change, and I can change my prompt. There was literally an article the other day that this guy was vibe coding on his SaaS website, and the AI just completely deleted months of work and then admitted to it as well and was kind of like, oh yeah, no, I did that. And I bypassed all the safety measures that you put in place. Like, it acknowledged that it bypassed the safety and backup measures that it had. So, like, my actual coding level is not where this script is at right now. Like, not for a long shot. Not by a long shot. But I would say that at least I'm going through the script and I'm understanding it and I'm fixing problems. I'm still learning. That's sort of where I think is like a happy balance, right? Like, you get the accelerated productivity and you get it to work, and you're seeing the nuts and bolts fall into place, and then you're reading the code and you're making sure it works, and you can always ask questions afterwards, right? Like, and so that's sort of where we're at now, where previously you would have to Google this stuff manually, you would have to read the documentation, you need to do lots and lots and lots of small games, examples, and copy other people's projects in order to sort of get your feet wet and start understanding things. And realistically, you should stay there for a long time. Realistically, you should just keep doing that until you're familiar enough, then pick a project that you know you're capable of doing, and then go from start to finish. I'm much more impatient than that. And so I learned, like, it's like I learned how to color in with 3 different colors. And then I just dove in and tried to make a masterpiece. So I didn't have the patience for it because I just wanted to start building. So in a similar way, like, I was already rushing ahead and was just trying to rub sticks together and band-aid bits and pieces to try and get it to work. So, but that comes from years of doing Game Maker and stuff as a kid, and then studying programming at university. So I was in a bit of a weird state where I wanted to execute on something. My programming level wasn't quite there, but I was just, forging ahead. Nowadays, you don't have to do that, and you've got this really capable assistant that knows everything and that is going to be able to get you through it. You're just bringing the ideation in and the execution strategy. So I think that's probably the best happy medium space to be in right now. You get your instant reward. You get you are building something, and you get to sort of see the fruits of your labor straight away, rather than just copying other people's stuff for months. So I think that is a happy medium, right? Like, I would say watch a few tutorials, really just learn the interface to start with, because this is the stuff that Claude can't help you with. He will explain it to you step by step, but you still need to find and click on things and drag things over. There's little things you need to learn about how, like, if I want this script to refer to this object, I have to select this script and then drag it in a single click. And so there's stuff to do with the interface you just need to learn by doing. The rest, I feel like, is a discussion with Claude, and learning through watching other people's games and processes and kind of coming up with an idea of what you can do. I hope that helps. That's sort of, I think that's still probably the best practice for now, is actually still having a little bit of hands-on with the code. That way you sort of know where things are. You're still solving problems. It's just at a higher level now, which is cool. Higher level of abstraction. So I've moved my menu into login success panel, is sort of the idea. We also want a guest button, which I guess would just be the play game button, realistically. And then I guess the play game button, yeah, we can still try and implement that, like doing some kind of guest system that actually creates an account that you can then claim. I think we can work on that. So I wanted to do the success panel. Success panel is here. Success panel is hide elements. Set initial state. Here we go. Set the initial state is okay. We can kind of change the initial state a little. That's not a bad idea. Because realistically, should I just have 2 login buttons? Because I can sort of play around with this a little bit more too, right? So we could even then do set initial state as let's even do that. Let's get this to turn the EULA on. Let's go EULA. Should I just put it in the same object? That's fine, right? They're going to change any weird code stuff? And I can put a listener in here as well. So this is sort of what I'm talking about. Like, Claude's written all of this code. I haven't written any of this, right? But now that I've seen how Claude's done it, I can be like, okay, so this is really easy. If I want to add another object to this, So I can even do a little bit of edu while we're here, right? So this is how you declare an object, and this is how this like script becomes aware of other objects in your game. You got to give it a name and you got to assign it. So if I call this Euler, now I have a, and then we save this. When this compiles, inside of our login UI script, there's going to be an empty slot here now for Euler. I can now drag my Euler object in there, and now it knows what object it is, and it can now control that object because we put it in as a public, which means it comes up on this interface. You do learn a lot by teaching. If I put the Euler accept in there, that'll be fine. Cool. So now we have our Euler object, and it's assigned in here. What we can do is now we can set the initial state. So I'm just reusing the code that Claude's already given me, and we can mess around with this. So the idea would then be, and the funny thing is, if I was coding this, I would just literally write that. But it's not best practice, because if I somehow move that object or something else removes the object, it'll just error out and crash the entire game. Instead, if you make this like kind of check if it's there, don't break the game. If it's not there, it's fine. So it's just like a little bit nicer. Yeah, if email input. Yeah. So I'm going to change that. That thing's really annoying. It just keeps showing up. So now we're going to change this to Euler. If Euler is not null, but if it exists, we're going to take Euler game object, and we're going to set it to true. Now I'm thinking what we can do. Yeah, or you could do if not Euler, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I just like it a little bit more simple too. But if we set all this to false now, so we want that false. And again, we could just do the login panel, right? We don't need to use the individual things. So we could then also set that to login panel. And it just saves us a little bit of complexity. Login panel. So if login panel is not null, set it to false. And then we're going to hide these objects, which we're going to do anyway. So we do that. Let's just start with that and see if it works. That's another like thing you just learn to do. It's just baby steps. Don't make too many changes, because then you don't know what you broke later. Start that. This might crash. Yeah. There's a crash in here that I just haven't fixed yet, and I'm aware of it, but it crashes consistently, so I at least know that that's the crash. Only takes a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds to start back up again. I do like that song. Alright, so Euler starts up, and then we see that we logged in automatically. If not Euler, yeah. And set active. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so we've got accept. So we've accepted the Euler, and now we're here, we've got our play game, log out buttons. So I'm happy with that. Because yeah, if I then put a login button, so we're already logged in. Yeah, it's preference, yeah. Well, this log out button is technically a login button right now. Realistically, it behaves the same, because when we click it, it's broken. What it should do, what we will get it to do, is show the login panel. So that technically kind of is a login button because we're already logged in from the start. From whatever the previous thing was. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around what the different options are. But like, so on your first playthrough, you're not logged in straight away. So you want to click the login button and it'll open up the login panel. If it's your second playthrough, you are logged in. But if you want to log in as someone else, I guess we could write like change account or log out. But that's okay. So we just got to make sure that the login panel turns on when that's there. So what are the listeners? Listeners. So we're going to add a listener for login and log out clicked. If play game is not null, on play game clicked, we set play game button to false. And we set initial state. Aha. So we need a different state then. Yeah. So that's the kind of the fun kind of hybrid of it is if I feel like I want to change the script myself, I can, or I can just prompt Claude to do it for me. For some reason, I'm in a bit of a mood to do this manually, just so that we don't get confused and ruin things. Set login state. Void login state. Should we do that? And the login state is... So we've got initial state is set active. Euler is active. And everything else is false. Login panel. Yeah. Login panel. Login panel is false. Play game button is false, and log out button is false. Oh crap, I'm doing it wrong. Set initial state is login panel. Login panel is currently set to false. They're all still running, they're just not visible. And then it's just Euler. We clicked I accept. And for some reason those buttons are still there, aren't they? In the initial state. So that's the initial state. Now we want the login state. So the login panel is true. Because I do have like kind of too many levels of extraction here, which is kind of annoying. So I can just get rid of that because it's not going to come back. If play, we could put the Euler in after another login, right? We want to set the login panel to true, and that should have everything in it. Just ignore that for now. I would probably need to make a new button, right? But what we're saying is if you're already signed in, where's the initial state thing set? Initial state, yeah. So look at the start, you set initial state. Set initial state is there and there. So that's literally it. It's just at the start. We've got a listener for on login. Because I'm sort of doing half of this inside the inspector and half of it inside the script, which isn't very clean. Like, I guess it technically works. We've got the Euler. And the EULA accept button turns login, guest, login text. That's a lot. EULA access off and EULA off. So let's clean that up a little bit now that we've got sort of group objects. So let's go with EULA game object active. This is the same as writing that line in the script. It's just inside the inspector. Which I'm more of a visual person. I kind of prefer working in the inspector. It is more manual. So then login panel on and EULA off. So it's kind of confusing that we're doing it in here. I'm wondering if it is better to do it in, because then if I do public, why should I put the button there? Logout button, public, EULA accept. Jesus. EULA accept. So public button. Public button EULA accept. Then we can add a listener. We can change that to EULA accept. So let's now take that button. Let's take the functionality away for now. We just have a button. It's a button. And then on login clicked. So do we give it a name here? Yeah. EULA accept. So we've got EULA accept clicked. EULA accept clicked. Right. I don't have to call it on, right? I can call the listener whatever I want, can't I? Is it just saying that because I haven't used it yet? It doesn't exist in the current context. What? I'm confused. Oh, there you go. Auth side on user signed in, signed out, on add listener. Isn't that just a thing? On EULA accept clicked. EULA accept unclicked. Game object EULA accept. I don't know if have I done this wrong? Because it's unassigned? That wouldn't make sense, right? Did it just not compile? Undo. What did I do? Yeah, it does not exist in the current context. Yeah, I know that. I'm still working on it. Isn't it just this? You just make a void. Really, like, yeah, it's about like, are you a how hands-on do you want to be? Do you get satisfaction out of just something? You making something step by step, understanding all assets and facets of it. Okay, so it was just that it didn't exist yet. Okay, cool. Or do you just want to build it? It's like there was I rated some guys the other day that are building an entire engine and a VR game from scratch. And it's like, oh my god, like I just don't want to do that. I guess I don't know, like the equivalent of that, would that be like a marathon? You know what I mean? Like I just want to know that I can do it, like could run a marathon. You know what I mean? And say that I've done it, and everybody acknowledges that yes, I've definitely run. Like you've definitely run a marathon. There's only one way to run a marathon. Kind of a weird thing. So pretty much on EULA accept clicked, all we want to do, literally all we want to do is change the set initial state to login state. I guess we could do that. Login initial state. Login state. Right? We can just do that. Void login state. Again, it's going to be a bit of a mix of methods here, which is messy. Set login state. Is that how I did it? Log in state. Not even set, just login state. Is that right? So then we just do login state, and that just turns it back on. So we click accept, turns on login state. Login state is login panel is set to true, set to active. Then we can just start adding shit. Let's give that a go. It's like, yeah, sometimes I'm like, Claude, go off and do that. I just want it to work, and I'll fix it later. And sometimes it's like, okay, let's step through this, and let's no reference. What? Oh, I didn't do it again. Because it didn't compile. There we go. Accept. EULA accept button. There we go. Are you gonna break? Nope. Okay, cool. So that's our initial state. And if we go into our scene, we should see that there's nothing else is visible, which is sweet. That's what we want. Nice and clean, nice and easy. We click accept. Login panel comes on. Woohoo! I've got to put false in here. EULA false. Sweet. So that's the same as doing it inside the buttons here. I don't know which is cleaner. Like, we understand what buttons do. Sometimes it's just easier to path trace your logic through the inspector. Alright, I accept. Now we have our login system. Even though we're currently logged in. So is that a problem is what we now need to know. Because set initial state, login UI setup completed, start called. We've done all of that. Start scrolling. Auth initialized successfully. Setting initial state. Oh, we're not logged in anymore. That's interesting. Because the login system wasn't live from the beginning, we're not auto logging in anymore. Is that right? Oh, did I fuck up? Now we click login, and we're logged in successfully. Interesting. Okay. I liked that we were logging in automatically. So I'm wondering now, we go back to the original plan, which was in the initial state, we make login panel true. It's weird because it's just the panel that I turned off. I didn't turn off any of the logic. Is it just that those text boxes existing means that they have their previous state saved? That's interesting. So if I turn that back on, so it is there, we log in automatically right from the start. Okay. Well, that's a good compromise for now. But at least I have control over it now. So that's fine. So we're logging in automatically. We see the EULA. We click the EULA. Now what we can do, instead of clicking the EULA, turning the login state on, I kind of want... clicking the EULA. Clicking the EULA, we should be in like a do you want to log in state. So we should have like play, log out, and guest. That makes sense. So if we do I accept, and then we kind of show the sort of login menu. What do we call this? So we've got login panel, login success panel. Because login success panel can be part of it. Let's have a look. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. What are the oh yeah, warnings? Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? So we turn EULA off. Turn login off. Now we have our like our success panel is our group. There's our welcome text and our tick in it. And then we have our log out button, and our play button is just sort of hanging out at the minute. No, I'm liking this script. I think we do it in the script, and that way it sort of helps make things easier for Claude to understand as well. But I reckon we duplicate this. Well, we don't even have to, but yeah, I think we duplicate the play button. Because the scenes will check if we're logged in or not at this stage. So we don't need that. Yeah, and then I think we make the menu a different abstraction as well. We go back a step as well. So I think we have the login success panel, which says, yes, you're logged in, but you can play as guest. Would you say quick play? Because then we want, yeah, login, quick play. Quick play. Login success panel, quick play. Is everyone going to click quick play first time? Yeah, because you don't want to log in. You don't know if you like the game yet. So we've got quick play, log out, and play game. So what we really want is a login button. But you, oh no, sorry, you're already logged in at this point. Backs. Delete. So you've clicked the EULA. You're potentially already logged in. Yeah, because the log out button is a login button. That's what we were doing. I'm all over the place. Let me cook. Duplicate. So this is technically a login button. Let's go login menu. We'll call that a login menu button. And what that is, login menu is still a log out button at this point. And it's so currently that sets the keyword to active. Get rid of that. Login menu can go away. Let's quick play or log in, which is fine. Log in. Yeah, quick play or log in. You accept the EULA. You're then like, okay, cool. Do I want to just play the game? Don't try to log in. Don't try to do anything yet. Or do I want to log in? And realistically, you're going to be already logged in if you've been previously logged in. Oh, this is confusing. How do I want this? Quick play means don't log in. Should quick play log you out? Well, then we'll just have play, right? We'll just have a play button. So if we play game, and log in. Oh, I'm so confused. This should be the simplest thing. Have I just confused the crap out of myself for no reason? The idea is that the play button just unlocks the menu. Right? And then we're going to put a log out button on the menu. And in fact, let's just do this. Let's actually just make a... We've got a menu object for no reason whatsoever. Let's make a main menu. Main menu buttons. Main menu buttons. Let's do that. Let's add all our buttons in here. Main menu buttons. Let's turn them on. There's our main menu buttons. We can get rid of stats for now, I guess. Because that's not ready, I guess. That's fine. So stats can hang out down here. We've got main menu buttons. They go away, they come back, they go away, they come back. And logout 2 was going to be a part of that. Yeah, so we've got our main menu. All of the scenes currently still will just use a random username if you're not logged in. So we don't actually need a distinction between quick play and play right now. So you've logged in automatically on round 2, but the first time you play, you get a play game or login. Login menu. So you quick play or you log in, or you just play. Let's play button. That's this one. Play button is there. Quick play can be exactly the same for now. And yeah, all quick play does is opens up the main menu. And then what we'll do later is we'll have quick play log you out and put you into the main menu. And then play would just send you to the menu. So let's do that. Let's have play. And then we could even have the success panel stuff. We call it profile play. Campaign. Ugh, confusing. Okay, but I think if we can start controlling these buttons, it's going to be less confusing. So the login success panel, we've got log out, which is the login button. We have our log out button, which I'll move for now. Yeah, let's turn that off for now. I'm very confused. We've got login UI, we've got login, log out. We've got our welcome text stuff, which shows the profile that you're logged in as. Then we've got our quick play, which let's get rid of all this. I wonder if the inspector is technically slower than a script. That'd be something I'd be interested in learning. So if we then take, we go up here and we can do another public button. We call it quick play. And then we make a listener. Do we make a listener? Yeah. Quick play. Quick play. On quick play clicked. On quick play. On quick play clip. On EULA accept. And then we do the same thing here. On quick play. On quick play clicked, we go from login state to menu, main menu state. Main menu state. We go down the bottom here. We do a new one of these. We delete all this crap. We'll just do main menu. And then we go Euler is false. Realistically, if we're clicking on that main menu state, if we're clicking on that, the Euler should be false. The login panel should be false, and we should be main menu equals true. Alright. And then we just go to the top. Quick play button clicked. Yep, and then we get public game object. Game object main menu. Main menu. Okay. So there's like more code than the regular game. Main menu is somewhere. Main menu. Oh, I've called it main menu buttons. Annoying, whatever. Main menu. We've got main menu. And when that's on, we've got everything there. We've got main menu. Woot! So, game starts. Euler is active. Login panel is active in the background. You click on I accept. It brings up this screen instead. Login panel goes away. And we have login success panel. Which is our quick play button. Login button. And our play button, which isn't part of login yet. So let's get rid of all this. So now we have our play button. Goes in here. Play button, quick play button, and log in. So that puts everything together nicely. We then have, so we've got our main menu button. And our main menu state turns everything off except for the main menu. Main menu is there. It's amazing. Everything's there. Sweet. Now, do we want a new log out button? Because we've got our main... Do I just make log out button 2? And we'll call it there for now. Log out button 2. Log out button... Log out button 2. On log out 2 clicked. On logout clicked to. Do we actually want it to execute everything? Or do we want it just to bring up the panel? Oh no, just... Oh, on logout clicked is just Firebase sign out. Because we could also do that for quick play, right? That's something we could do. So that signs out. We do... You sign out, and then you load the... And then you go to login state. Yeah, right? We just do login state. This is starting to look really clean. So you sign out and then you open up login state. If you click the logout button, usually you just sign out. Because I have a logout button too in the main menu. So login UI, we now have a logout button 2 and a quick play button. So we now have logout 2 goes in logout 2, quick play goes in here. Now we can make quick play do the same thing. If I just do that, quick play signs you out. Yeah. And we'll make a system for that later. On quick play. On quick play clicked. Sign out. And go to main menu state. Main menu state. That is cool. I like that. Add a listener on quick play clicked. Quick play clicked. On quick play. On quick play clicked. Excuse me, sir? On quick play clicked. On quick play clicked. Why are they not the same? Quick play. Quick play. Public button, quick play. Quick play on click, add listener, on quick play clicked. On quick play clicked. I'm confuzzled. Oh, I've already made one? Have I got 2 of them now? That's what it is. I've got 2. Okay. Easy. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now quick play will actually log you out. Ow. That was stupid. Save. The project. So quick play. Yeah, logs you out. Log in. Logs you in. Right? This login button that's in the place, it says login menu. Is this one? Login menu. UI, we've got login button. Logout button, logout 2. We don't have this login menu button yet. Which should just be the login button, right? If I take that and I just take in login menu and put that as no, it is separate. Same deal. Which I guess I could call it go to login. But let's go login menu button. Login menu. Login menu button. Login menu button. Oh, have I been changing these? Log out button, log out to. On you'll accept, on quick play, yep. Login menu. Login menu clicked. And then same deal, we're going to open the login state. Oh, that's not what we want. Yeah. We want login state on login menu. Login menu clicked. On you'll accept clicked, we want this like login success panel button menu. There's like sort of a separate mid menu. So we don't want login state because we've got our initial state. Setting initial state is EULA set active, login panel also set active. When you accept, we go to, we've got main menu. The initial state is EULA is true, login panel is true. Those are false, we can probably get rid of those. Login state is EULA is false and login panel is true. So we do want like a mid menu. What do we want to call that? Play menu? Got our main menu. Because it's login success panel. Yeah, I guess we'll just call it login success state, right? Yeah. Let's just call it login success state. And we'll call it login success. Login success. Menu. Login success menu. Okay. So EULA is set to false. Login panel is set to false. Main menu is set to false. Oh my god. Can't freaking type false. Login panel. Oh yeah, main menu. My null checks aren't even right. Main menu equals null. Main menu gain object set to false. Then we want same deal. But we want the login success panel. Login success panel. Game object set to false. True. We want that to be set to true. Login success state. Login panel. Login success panel. Login success state. If login success panel is not null, login success panel dot game object was true. Oh, it's just called success panel. Success panel. Is that right? No. Log in success panel. Game object is set to true. If success panel is the game object, login success panel is the game object. Is it not? No, it's just called success panel. Success panel. Main menu panel. Oh, is it just called main menu? That's what we got wrong on here. Main menu and success panel. Without a capital. Success panel. Okay. Success panel comes up. It has play, quick play, login. Login then triggers. Those buttons then trigger the login menu, which then sends you to the main menu. No, login state sends you to the success menu again. It's fine. It's fine. Do we need any on-click shit? What do we got? Quick play. Signs you out, sends you to the main menu. The login. Have I got login menu? Is that what I did? Login menu button. Yep. The login menu click sends you to the login state. And the login state now needs to turn off this panel. Login state turns off the success panel, turns off the EULA, turns off the main menu, just in case. I think this is all pretty well happening. EULA game object set active to false. Success panel to false. Main menu to false, login panel to true. Main menu state turns the EULA off. EULA off. Success panel off. Login panel off. And main menu true. Main menu true. And then login success turns the EULA off, the login panel off, the main menu off, and the success panel to true. You then click play. And play just sends you to main menu, right? Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Look at all these listeners. I guess I could do that for the listeners. Is that worth it? Doing the if not null bullshit? Jeez. So much of that, like, cautious whatever going on. Whereas, like, sometimes I kind of want my scripts to break if they're not correct. So why would I want these, like, null exception try catch stuff? This should just set the initial state no matter what I've got running, right? You'd assume, because I've just done all that stuff. So we play the game, and it breaks. We have a meeting at 11. Game is there. We can click play. Oh god. So the initial state should be Eula with login hidden behind it. Let's have a look. Okay, but the menu is still turned on for some reason because we're not turning it off at the initial state. We can just do that quickly. Initial state. Let's turn the main menu off. It just makes it like if I've not thought of any kind of weird use case, then at least it's covered, right? Yeah. Weird. Log game Eula true. Login panel true. Main menu game object. Oh, have I done something with that? I haven't assigned login menu yet. We've got login panel, login success panel, login menu button. Login menu button goes here. And main menu is main menu. Should also just be behind the Eula in general. I guess we'll turn it off. I'm confused by that. Alright, we started. I accept. We've now been sent to here for some reason. Let's fix that. Eula, I accept. Eula button accept is gone. Means accept click is wrong. What did I call it? Eula. Quick play. Eula accept. Eula accept. Eula accept clicked. Login state. Login state. False, 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 true. Success panel should be set to false. Is it weird that it's not doing it initially? Kind of odd, right? I would have thought despite whatever I had open at the start, it should work. Except login. Weird that like they're still set. Login success state is not used? Question mark. False, 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 true. Okay, anyway. So we're already logged in as Petal Rebel, so let's log in as Toasterface Games.com. Toasterface Games. And then we click login. We're now logged in. Okay. Now we've got login button clicked. Are we back to fucking square one at this point? If I log out now. User logged out. Clearing profile. There might be a thread thing again. Jeez, that's annoying. Because for the login logout state, we're still waiting on the fucking... What is Firebase Auth doing when that's happening? That's sort of what we want, right? On auth state changed. Execute invoke. On user signed in. Current user. So we want on user signed in. Already signed in. Return. Already signed in equals true. Try. User email. Play button. Okay, here we go. Now we can change all of this shit, I guess. Play button is not assigned. Logout button. Success state change. State complete. We've got set panel, set active. Should work now because we're on the main thread. Doing the try. Success. What was the log? Clearing out. Signed out, clearing out profile. User logged out. On user sign out called. But we didn't get any other logs. Web stats manager, user logged out. Okay. The logic is sound. We just need to now make sure that all of the... It's all being done. Does that make sense? Auth state change. Because I think that's the only one I don't have control over, right? Is the actual login button. Because I've got the listener here. On login clicked. On login menu clicked. Takes us to the login state. That should be fine. On login clicked. String email password. If string not status.text change return. Hey buddy, yeah dude. It's morning still, and then here we go. So this is where it hits up Firebase sign in. That's the only time that I'm really relying on this crap coming in. So what should we do? On a login click, do I sign out first? Because we're already logged in. Do we just hack that real quick and see if that changes it? Login state, login clicked. On logout clicked, Firebase sign out. Let's do that. Let's do a sign out and then a sign in. And let's see if that fixes our little problem. Sign out first, then we sign in. What have we got? Login state. On login clicked. Let's sign out and sign back in. Oh yeah, you're getting quest ads? Yeah, I've been getting slammed with them. Alright, so we're logged in successfully. I believe. Oh. It's now not logging us in anymore. Very interesting. Login panel is hidden back there. Okay. Oh, it might have been because we didn't log in, probably. Yeah, dude, it's really nice. Yeah, dude, the Quest 3 is really nice. Like, genuinely, it's great. How do you like it compared to the Pro? I think we're fine. Let's log in and go through the whole thing. Oh yeah, the onboarding, yeah. All right, so we initialize. We accept. We're here. You actually, it is better than the screens are better than the Pro. I've only used the Pro, I think once. I used my mate's Pro once. The one that used to work at Meta. And then yeah, the 3 is just so good. Okay, now we're logged in. And for some reason, it didn't turn on our login success panel. Logged in is true. And it didn't turn our main menu on. So here's where I'm a bit confused. Let's have a look. We've got main menu. Let's turn all these guys on. Is that what's going wrong? Let's just turn everything on. I thought turning everything on would mean that it all stays in the right way when we do it, but God knows. And then I guess, yeah, we put Euler in front of everything. We'll save. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can actually text and read your phone through the screens. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't there day one. That was a little bit later. It did get better, for sure. Alright, so we logged in automatically. I accept. Fuck's sake. Why is that there? The login screen shouldn't be there. And login success panel is not there for some reason. If we're logged in and I accept. Where's the I accept? Euler button. Euler. Euler button clicked. Go to login state. We actually don't want to go to login state, do we? We want to go to login success state. Login success state. Yeah. Login success state. That's actually where we want to go. Yeah, the room scanning is dope. Oh, you've got all the updates on the Pro, right? Like the automatic object detection and all that stuff? Yeah. Dude, like, it's so good now. Like, we get, like, I can scan my whole house and all the furniture and everything is mapped automatically. You got to play Shattered, by the way. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn, dude. 3S is on sale at the minute, isn't it? We got it during the Amazon sale, but there's an American sale on as well. Oh, that's right. They took the depth sensor out because they couldn't lock it down in time. All right, so we're welcome back. We're logged in. We go to I accept. Now we're in the quick play menu. Sweet. All right, so we go to quick play. This should log us out. And then we just go straight to the main menu. Bam. Awesome. User is logged out. Clearing profile. Yes. So if we log in now, we go to log out. We go to log in, basically. Which does that matter? I don't know if I care about that. Yeah. Pedal, Rebel. Let's go Toastface. Toastface. Games@gmail.com. Yeah, oh totally. That's the thing. You can push updates. You can't I mean, I understand the paranoia around it for sure though. So once you've logged in, the fact that the login menu now sends you to the Login success screen is a bit annoying, I guess. I don't know. Because then you can log in again. Then you go play, and play doesn't work. All right. We're getting really close with this. The play button. Play button. Play button, add listener, on play, clicked. Play button, hidden by default. Okay. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's true. It's just tough, like, because when you release something like that, you can't. If there's a breach, you can't undo that, right? So you can imagine the latter. You can imagine the alternative universe where they do release it. They realize they couldn't lock the sensor down in time. People hack it and start using it to X-ray people's clothes and stuff. Like, I can see that world as well. Like the original Switch, like it had hardware problems from day one. Day one Switches are still awesome. Yeah, so I've heard that's what they were worried about. So where's the login button clicked? On game play on play game clicked. Oh, we haven't done anything yet. That's why it hasn't done anything. We want to go to main menu. So we want to go to main menu state. Isn't it just this? Main menu state. That's what we want. Sick. Okay. Oh, what happened with the Sony Handycam? Same deal? They use the IR or something? I can imagine there'd be something like that where people would take the filters off or something. Alright, well, I accept. Welcome back to Toastface Games. I accept. We're now in the quick play menu, even though we're still logged in. We can now go play, log in, or quick play. Quick play will log us out. Play will just, for some reason, not send us to the menu. Login success menu. Play button clicked. Main menu. Why is main menu set active and true not working? Have I done this wrong somehow? Login panel, success panel. Like, is just putting this first thing. Main menu dot game object. They're active. That should work. Oh shit, is there something going on with the play button? I gotta just like make sure all my buttons aren't still like doing stuff. That button's not doing anything. I accept button. Euler is not doing anything anymore. Yeah, right. Oh, really? Set them back 10 years, you reckon? Crazy. I don't know why this isn't turning on properly. And all of these other things shouldn't be on-offing ever, right? Because like this one's still on user sign-in. We've got all this stuff happening. Logout button set to true. Success panel set to true. Set active. Yeah, interesting. So we're still not using this show play button on main thread. We're not using that right now. On user signed out. Why is the play button, on play button clicked, start game, main menu state. Main object set to true, false, false, false. Yeah, IR tech is interesting, right? I'm so confused. Main menu. Do we have a listener? It's if play button is not null, add listener on play game clicked. And we go to the UI. Play button, play game button is play button. Play button is this button. Does quick play work? This is super weird. I'm so close though. Like this menu nearly works. Yeah, so that sends you to the main menu. What's the difference in code? We go to log out. Pedal, rebel. Oh, what am I doing? That's my real password. Sign in. Welcome back. So we're now logged in. Main menu is turned off. I click play. It just turns the success panel off for some reason. The main menu doesn't come back, which is odd. Play button, continue button is in here. Login success panel script. On user signer, on continue clicked. Yeah, here we go. This might be it. Continue button. On continue clicked. Game transform game object set. Parent object. False. What? I'm just gonna get rid of that for now. Because I think we're all good on here. On user signed out. I think I can get rid of this script. On user signed in. Oh yeah, this is all that shit. And has this got access to the main menu? It doesn't. Just the success panel. Interesting. I'm confuzzled. Is it just because it's like doing it before the other script has a chance to do something? Play. Here we go. Alright, we fixed it. Now we've got our main menu working. I can log out, log back in. Oh, dude, this is sick. We can log in. We've got our main menu now. So we're logged in. We've got our profile. We can then click play. And we're back to the main menu. If we want to log out, we can log out again. Did it actually log us out when we click that? I don't think it does. We're still logged in as Toasterface. If I log in again, if I click clear button and go pedal rebel vr@gmail.com. And we log in again. We're back in here. We're logged in as Pedal Rebel. Then we click play. And we're here. Sick. We can log out again. Clear. Oh, I see. Yeah, the log out button might need a little bit of work. But that's fine. And then we go. And then maybe a back button that sends us back to the right state. So now we're here, we can log in. So yeah, log in again just means log in again, log in again, log in again. We can quick play, which will log us out. And then the play button will send us straight in. Okay, it's not amazing. There's still a couple of things to mess with, but that's pretty good. I'm liking that. Which log out button do I turn off? Is it this one? Yeah, let's turn that one off for now. Try one more time. I think that's working flawlessly. So we're logging in automatically at the start. So we can just click accept and play, and we're in. And that button's back. But then we can log out to log back in. And then log in. We're logged in. And then we can go to play. Sick. Alright, I really like that. That's going well. We're not using this log out button anymore, are we? I think one of the issues is we've got this frickin' script here. And I don't think this script is actually doing anything. It's changing the welcome text. That's true. I think this is changing the welcome text as well, though, isn't it? Status text, yeah. Welcome text, user email text. Is that in here? Welcome text? No, it's just welcome back. Okay. So this is still doing the welcome text. But I can get rid of all the button stuff. Welcome to text is welcome back. User email. Checkmark icon equals true. Panel animator, fade in, whatever. I can get rid of that. Game object set active is true. Activates the game object true false value. Do I need to do that? I feel like that on user signed in turns this game object on. Show this panel. I'll leave that for now. User signed out turns the panel off. And checkmark icon off. Log out clicked signs out. I think we're signing out twice right now. So I'm gonna... That might have been why we were signing in and signing out twice. On continue clicked. On user signed in. Welcome back. User email. Turn the checkmark on destroy. Start. Okay, I think we're good. Login success panel script is kind of bare bones now. I probably could just incorporate it into the UI. But I think we're good. This is almost ready to build, hey? And then I just got to fix that weird database issue. Can I play? So we're logged in. We can go I accept and I can play straight away. But we can log out. Toaster face games. We can log in. Logged in as Toasterface Games. And then we can go play. We got to log out maybe log out should send us to the login success screen instead, where we can log in. Does that make sense? If we log in, it sends us to here. So if we do log out, it should send us to here, and then we do quick play or log in, and then we get rid of this log out button here. Who's turning this button on and off? Because log out is down here, isn't it? So who's turning this button on? Log out button. Log out button. Add listener. On log out clicked. That's it. So this script isn't doing it. It's this script. So I think on the log out, it's active. If log out, oh, here we go. It's in here. On user signed in. Let's just quickly burp that one for now. Success panel true. On user signed in, success panel is true. Login panel is false. Save that, and now let's do on log out. If log out button is no, nope. We want the next log out. On user signed out. Log out button. Hide log out button. Yeah, I don't want to. I kind of want to do everything through states now. Is already signed in equals false. Log out button set to false. Yeah, whatever. On play game clicked. Let's do on. Was it login menu already sends me back to the thing? So is it log out clicked? Do we have a log out clicked? On log out clicked, sign out. Oh, and then just sign out. On log out 2 clicked, sends us to the login state. Yeah, let's change that to the login success state. Login success state. So we log out and then we click the login button. I think that's the better way to do it. Because then you could like log out and go to quick play. Let's try that. It's coming along. All right, we've got accept. We're logged in automatically. Accept. We're logged in. Now I can go to play, and we're here. I got to log out. Why did that not work? On logout to clicked. Which logout is logout? Logout menu. Oh, on the menu here is logout 2. Yeah, that's the right one. On logout 2, login success state. It signs you out and then takes you to the login success state. Login success state. Success panel equals true. False, false, false. Like, there's little things here that I'm like, oh, what the heck? Like, come on, just do the thing I said. On login menu clicked. On login clicked. What's this one? Sign out. Then do the whole email thing. Firebase sign in. And then what? On login clicked. And then on user sign in. Do a bunch of shit. And that's why. No, that's false. Play game equals no. Success panel true. Because it's in here. Log out to clicked. Login success state. Or we just on logout 2 clicked. We sign out. On user signed out, we are main thread, play button equals null. So we turn the play button on. If not, we debug. If not, if login panel is not null, set active. And set success panel to true. Do I do this? Is that going to break stuff? I probably had this working like two tweaks ago. And now I'm going to break it again. Alright, we're here. We accept. We're logged in. Play button is now not there. Because I broke it. When did I break the play button? I just did the login panel one. What was my previous change? Logout button. So that was the other change. I did that. Set active. Something is turning the play button. Is it here? Play button. Check mark. The play button itself is blank. I've checked that like 100 times. See, this is why I don't like doing scripts. Logout button. Add listener. Add listener. Let's set active true. Check mark icon. On user signed in. Game object set object false. I think we can ignore that script for now. What have we done? Play button, play game button. Set initial stats to play game button is false. Do we need these? I think we need these. Because it should all be in the states, yeah. Right? I'm so close. I just want to quickly fix this. We got a meeting in an hour. Alright. Menu is back for some reason. Oh, that is the stuff that I just did. Okay. I accept. That's still gone. Quick play takes you to the menu. Log out takes you back here. Log in takes you to here. Pedal Rebel VR. Log in. Now we're here and the button's back. Something is setting the button off first, and then we go to play and the button comes back. Start again if it will let me. Login success panel is on. Play button is there. I click accept. Play button is there. Is that just a weird quirk? Third time's a charm? Oh, it's all back for some reason. It's all in the background. Okay. So this initial state I've changed. Accept. Okay, cool. I've changed the initial state somehow, which is just here, which I knew I did. Play button, the active to false. So we can get rid of that. Main menu we still want false. And the login button, log out button, set to false. Do we want that? The EULA and the menu means we have... Oh yeah, what login button is that? This one? Just login button. Because we've got login and then login menu. Yeah, so login button set to false. Yeah, we could do that, or I could just get rid of it. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I think the main button, I just didn't want the play button to be set to false. I think we're good now. I think I fixed it. So look, save, play. So I accept. Play button is there. Quick play, log in. We can play. Okay, log out. Shit. Okay. You click the log out button. Log out 2, is it? Log in, log out. Log out 2 button. Log out 2 button. We go from log out to listener. Clicked. Log out to listener. We are signing out and going to login success state. That didn't happen. Is it this shit? I mean, that's fine though. That's been working. Login success state. Does it turn on? Like you would think that's the only thing that it does is success panel set active true. EULA off, login off, main menu off. So we've got a login success panel, which turns the success panel on. Then EULA is off, login panel is off, menu is off. So that's happening. Something is not. EULA starts. Oh, okay. I'm getting some weird stuff because things are turned off in the inspector, I think. Because I've got, I mean, that's all just been hidden. That's not off. Start one more time. The login is there. Login success panel is not set in the initial state. Login state. Set initial state. Oh yeah, success panel is not set to true initially. We got to accept. We've still got welcome text here, and the play button's gone. Okay, so set initial state. We've got that login panel set to true. Let's just take success panel to true as well. Success panel true. So that's not working. Success panel is not true. It's now true. And the play button's gone. What was this thing? Is in the on login clicked? What was I playing with before? In the start method? Was I in the start method? On destroy start method. Here we go. Start method. We're making a bunch of shit. Play button is not null. Play button false. I can comment that out, I'm sure. And then set initial state. And then we're setting the initial state. Success panel is true. Login panel is true. EULA is true. Main menu is true. Logout button is false. I don't think that matters anymore. Oh, have I changed something in here? Oh yeah, whatever, like that's fine. Haven't changed anything. Okay. Play button. I accept. Still there. Back. Play button. Shit. What have I broken? The main menu. Quick play. Now we're here. Log out. Play. Because we're not logged in. We can't play because we're not logged in, I think. User signed out. Login success menu. User signed out. Oh, okay. So we're not logged in. We can't click play because we're not logged in. Okay. Because that's not logging us in because we didn't log in last game. All right, so that's fine. We'll go pedal. Okay. So if we're logged in, we've got our welcome back. We've got our play menu. That doesn't work. Play button doesn't work. Quick play button does. Now we're logged out. Welcome back. So we didn't log out. Or that didn't update. And then we're here. We log in. We're back. Play button works. And doesn't work. Okay. Play button. Isn't it called continue or whatever? Hide success. Set initial state. If play button is not null. Is that active to false? I mean, I guess it makes sense to set it to false. If we want to if we want you to log in, but if you're already logged in, it kind of makes no sense, right? But what's more strange is why isn't it working? Play button. Play button on main thread. Play button. On user signed out. On play game clicked. Then again, main menu state. It wasn't doing that though, was it? Kept clicking it. On user signed out called. User logged out. Signed out clearing profile. Main menu state. Status of text starting game. Oh, I don't want that. Main menu state. If not null. Using the crap out of myself here. So everything's all starting live. We're all here. We accept. We're logged in. We click play. Proceed to main. Continue button clicked. Proceed to main app. That's this. That's login success. Continue button. So I broke something in here. Login success. Continue button. Start. Continue button. On continue button clicked. I've just got that there. It's literally it. So that is firing. But it's not firing on login UI. And it's the same button. The domain app. So that is firing. But nothing is firing on the play game button clicked. Oh, play game clicked. Is it called play game? Oh, have I not made a play game? Quick play, Euler, status text, play game button. Play game button. Did I not make a listener? Quick play. I don't have a listener for it. That's what it is. That's fine. At least we found it. Play game button. Play game button. Add listener on play game button clicked. On play game button clicked. Yep. And then we do it in here. On play game clicked. On play game clicked. Quick play, log in, user sign in, sign out, on play game clicked. Alright, I think we're solid now. I don't know, but I think we're solid. So look. Uh-oh, on play game clicked does not exist. On play game clicked. On play game clicked. Yeah. Did a thing. Accept. We're logged in. I accept. We're here. We're logged in. We click play. We got the menu. That's what we want to happen. If we log out. Clearing profile. Something went wrong. On user signed out. Log out button false. Play button false. Is already signed in false. I think we'd want to get rid of these things as much as possible. And just do the states. On is it logout 2? Logout 2, right? Logout 2. On logout 2 clicked. Oh, it's even making the keyboard active. That's hilarious. Let's get rid of that. On logout 2, please do nothing. Yeah, that's definitely logout 2. Logout 2 clicked. Logout 2 clicked. Login success state. And then sign out. User logged out. Clearing profile. On user signed out. On user signed out called. Signed out successfully. User logged out. Oh yeah, on user logged out called. User logged out. Okay. What calls what though? On logout 2 clicked. Login success state. And then Firebase sign out. What does Firebase sign out say? So those are sort of the two that I don't have control over. They're here instead. On auth state changed. On user signed out. Invoke. Signed in with email and password. On user signed out. Great. Oh god. Sign out. Alt sign out. User signed out. User signed out is here. On user signed out called. Login and success menu. Yeah, like it should have come up. Is anything else turning it off in that instance? Login success state. Set active true. Euler login main menu false. Login success menu. Yeah, it's here, but it was turned off. And there's still like a little bit of quirkiness going on, depending on what state we're in. Which, like, success panel false. That's why I thought doing this over and over again in here would mean that it doesn't screw anything up. Okay. Is it because... Wait. Oh, fuck. Yeah, see, like, it seems to change every time. Because now we're not logged in, right? So we go accept. Welcome text means we're not logged in. So we have to log in because play... Fuck's sake. Play let us in without logging in now. So I think we still do disable that button if we can. Then I got to log out and we're here. So that works fine. If I log in, and I log in. Error, sign in failed. Signing in. Okay, we're logged in. We're there. We click play. We're here. Awesome. Log out. So that's where the issue is. Oh, here we go. Sign in failed. We've got that. That's all good. Right at the end here. Logged in. Completed. User signed out. User signed out called. Web manager user logged out. User signed out clearing profile. Yeah, there's no like... Logout 2 doesn't have anything fancy, right? Literally nothing. Firebase Auth doesn't have buttons in it. Login UI does. And Login Success Panel does, but it doesn't have Logout 2. So I don't know what could be playing with this. We've got Logout 2 button. Oh shit! Oh no, we've got Logout 2. We've got login, menu, logout button, logout 2. Oh. Logout 2. Log out. Oh, I'm in Firebase. Log in, logout 2. Let's go. We've got logout clicked is sign out. Logout 2 clicked is sign out and go to login success state. But logout success state did turn the menu off, didn't it? Success panel true. Euler false. Main menu false. Set active to true. Success panel game object set active to true. Main menu, false. It didn't even call it this time. User logged out, clearing profile, scroll position to the top. User sign out called. Logout 2. Let's put a debug in here. log out. 2 button clicked. Last time, last chance. And then I gotta go to my meeting. But we're super close with this. I reckon if I come back later, I can push this. Do a build and test. Here, we're logged in. Play. Log out. We're back. Log in. So success panel is off. We now click login. Success panel is on. We go to play. Main menu is here. Success panel is off. We go to log out. It doesn't come back. Clearing profile on. User sign out called. Yeah, so it's not getting to us after signed out. I think that's the issue. So it's got to be Fire Auth Manager. Log out. On sign out. Sign out. Void sign out. Auth sign out. User signed out. Is that what we've got here? User signed out. Okay. Is signed in. Current user. Create account. So is it that? But we're calling signed out though. From here. Aren't we? Aren't we calling sign out here? I don't understand why this isn't firing first. But it didn't fire, did it? On user sign out called. Login success panel. On user signed out. Is there any button presses in here still? Listener log out button. The regular log out button there. And log out button is here and we're not touching this one. Literally called log out 2, isn't it? Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. This doesn't even have a listener for log out. On user signed out. Check mark icon true. On user signed out. Oh, it's turning it off here, look. That's what it is. Set object to false. Yep. Okay. Let's see if that fixed it. Yeah, too many scripts. This is ridiculous. Play, log out, we're back. Log in. Log in, sign in, bam, we're here. Play, log out, we're back. Okay, sick. Quick play, we're signed out. Log out, we're back. Log in, we're here. Log in, we're logged in, back. Log out. Perfect. Solved it. Sick. That's really cool. I'm really happy with that. Save project. Now, there is this weird database issue that we haven't solved, I believe. It's still here, which is still crashing the system. I'm gonna tell Claude and just say, hey dude, I think this is crashing. Hey, Unity has been really unstable since this error has been showing up. I know this shouldn't be a problem, but we should try and fix this problem and stop this error from occurring. We'll do that, but that's literally the only other error, right? Is the freaking XR. So, and Unity has gotten more stable. I don't think I've refreshed it in a while, right? Can cause instability, performance issues. Yeah. Database URL not set. Yeah. So that's the only other error that's showing up. But it looks like we're doing okay now. I'm really happy where this is going. All right, I'm gonna end stream there. I might push a build later, and yeah, push it. And we can log in and make accounts, and then we can work on the player profile stuff later. I think sounds like a plan. Let's quickly find someone to raid. Very quick. Can't stop by too long. What's this guy? Yeah, game works fine. Sick. Happy. Who we got? Keepers of the Blade. Sure, working on a game from scratch. Let's do it. Oh, geez, okay. All right, cheers to that, guys. I'll see you later. Yeah, I'll probably be back on to implement the rest of the profiling. We'll go from there. Cheers. Mm-hmm.